Alright, in this video we're going to look at synthetic division, which is a quicker way of dividing polynomials when you're dividing a polynomial by x plus b or ax plus b, a linear. Okay, so if you're dividing a polynomial by a linear function, synthetic division can make it faster. Okay, so we're going to start off with something here I've partially done. So I've started off this division here, just going through long division. And so the first step was look at what you multiply x by to get x cubed. It's x squared. Multiply that, you get x cubed. X squared times 3 is 3x squared. Then you subtract these. Now, when I look at this, I got this polynomial minus this one. Well, I don't have an x squared term in here, so it's like 0x squared. So 0x squared minus 3x squared is going to be negative 3x squared. And then I do 3x minus, well, there's no x term here, so it's just going to be plus 3x. And then minus 2. At this point, we need to then multiply this by negative 3x in order to get negative 3x squared. And then we get minus 9x right here. Subtract those two. That goes to 0. 3 minus negative 9 is going to be positive 12x, and then minus 2. And then we do plus 12. We get 12x plus 36. 12 times 3 is 36. Negative 2 minus 36 is going to be negative 38. So that's the remainder. Okay, so this is stuff we already know from the previous video. That's long division. Now we're going to look at synthetic division. So for this, we're going to try and get rid of all the variables in this process until the end. So we start off by making this partial rectangular bracket here. And we take this number 3 and we put it out here. So if it's x plus 3, we put a plus 3 here. If it's x minus 3, we put a minus 3 here. So I'm going to put a 3 there. And then we look at this polynomial here, the x cubed plus 3x minus 2, and we put the coefficients of each variable along here, starting from the highest degree. So the first one in this one is going to be x cubed. Then the next one is going to be x squared. And we don't have to put these up here next time. We're just putting up here to identify what the columns mean. Okay, then the x one, and then the constant. Okay, so the coefficient of x cubed, 1. We leave another row blank here. Okay. Then the coefficient of x squared, where there is none, so I'm going to put a 0. Okay, and you can't forget that 0 for the x squared. And then the coefficient of x is 3, and then the constant term is 2. Okay. So this is just setting it up. Again, we don't need to put this up here in the future. Just put in the numbers. Now the first thing you do is take this number, just drop it down. That's all you do. Now, we need to get a number under here, here, and here. So we're going to multiply 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And then what we do here to get the number down here is we go 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 is negative 3. We kind of see that this is what's happened here. We had 0x squared minus 3x squared give us negative 3x squared. And the 1 drop down here, kind of like this. X cubed, x cubed. Okay. Now we take the 3 times negative 3, and it gives us negative 9. Okay. So this 3 and the negative 9 here are like these ones, 3 and negative 9. Now you subtract, just like you did here. 3 minus negative 9 is positive 12. Okay? Just like we got here. Now, 3 times 12 is 36. And negative 2 minus 36 is negative 38. Okay? So that's our remainder. These numbers are now the coefficients of x squared, x, and the constant. So if this was x cubed in the answer, this is now going to be x squared term. So the answer is x squared minus 3x plus 12, and remainder equals negative 38. Okay. So this is synthetic division. All right. So why don't we try another one, another example like that. Let's do x minus 7 divided into 3x cubed minus 2x plus 1. Okay. Look at this one. So you can pause the video and try this. So now I'm going to do it. So we're going to multiply by 3x squared first. 3x cubed minus 21x squared. Okay. Now you subtract. Notice there's no x squared term in here. So I'm going to get positive 21x squared minus 2x plus 1. Now I got to do plus 21x up here. 21x squared minus 147x. Now we subtract these. The numbers are getting a little big. That's okay. You can do it with any size numbers. So 145x plus 1. Then I do plus 145 up here. Yeah, 145x minus 1015. Okay, 145 times 7 is 1015. Subtract and you get 1016 as the remainder. Okay. So that is the long division. Synthetic division for that. Okay. So it's a cubic, so the first thing I'm going to write up here is, well, the minus 7 outside. And then in the first row I'm going to put a 3, a 0 for the x squared again, a minus 2 for the x, and the constant term. Bring the 3 straight down. Now multiply these. So minus 21. Subtract 0 minus negative 21 is positive 21. Okay. Then negative 7 times 21 is negative 147, just like we got here. Subtract them, and you get 145. Negative 7 times 145 is negative 1015. 1 minus that is 1016. Okay, so there's the polynomial, there's the remainder. So the answer is, as we've got up here, 3x squared plus 21x plus 145 with a remainder of 1016. Okay, and that's that part. Now that's when we're dividing by something that looks like this, x plus b. There's no number in front of the x, just a 1 there. What if it's 2x plus 3 or something like that, or 3x plus 5? Well, I'm going to take a look at something like that. So I'm going to give 2 questions to try here.